or relationship with a licensed mental health professional. Enjoy the show, y'all. Yo. Good morning, good folks. Good morning, good ladies. Good morning, good gentlemen. Good morning, good women. Good morning, good people. Thank you, everyone, tuning in to another episode of Chill With Radio here on the good news. On the good news. I wasn't here last Monday, man. I was in El Paso, Texas, doing some skydiving stuff. El Paso is a weird place, man. It's just literally nothing but dirt. Literally nothing but dirt, which is weird. Like, I ain't never seen a place that's just all dirt, like all dirt, all military. But I mean, hey, that's a place I would never live. Just a place to go train, right? But anyway, man, hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing well this morning. This morning I started off really good. Woke up really early. Not able to go to the gym yet. I can't go to the gym for like another month and a half probably. Which sucks ass. But it is what it is. I feel like I'm gaining weight, but that's okay. You know, nothing the player can't get off. Simple, right? But I hope everybody's Monday is doing good. I hope everybody's Monday, right? The start of the week was well. If it wasn't good, that's okay. It's just another day, right? It's just another day, another moment for you to be able to improve, another route for you to go, another way for you to kind of build and become a better person than you was yesterday, right? Every day is a new day. Start the day off that way. Start the day off with the new day. Start the day off with some type of accomplishment, right? Whether it be you taking a shower, whether it be you making up your bed, whether it be you actually getting to work on time, whatever the case is, right? Start the day off with some type of accomplishment. Start the day off fresh. Start the day off with some type of win. Always do that, right? Always start your day off with a win, no matter how small the win is, right? Because it's important that we accept those lowercase W's, right? Those lowercase wins, right? We don't need a big win every time, right? The big win is always compromised, is always composed of a bunch of small wins. It's always easier to get to a big win when you have a bunch of small wins, right? When you're chasing those small W's, that big win actually is going to come at some point in time, regardless, right? So I hope everyone is doing good this morning. I hope everybody started the week is doing well. I hope everybody accomplished something this morning and start your day off with the win. If last night did not end good, if you got into an argument with your girl or whatever the case is, hey, let that person know you love them and just move forward. Right? If you feel like you need to double back and have that conversation, great. But if you feel like you're not able to have that conversation at this exact moment, that's cool. Don't force shit. Right? We're not in the game of forcing anything. Right? If it's coming, it's coming. Just let it flow. Let the energy flow. Let the feelings flow. Let the vibe flow. Let the conversation flow. The more you try to force things, the more things will go south. The more things will not be natural, and the more you will begin to feel a little bit more anxious or not comfortable, right? So what I want to speak about what I want to speak to everyone today about this morning is just, letting that person cut you off, right? A lot of us make mistakes in our life. A lot of us makes mistakes in, let's say, the type of person that you are, right? Sometimes you can cheat on your girlfriend. Sometimes you can ruin a relationship. Sometimes you could do certain things that will cause that person to say like, hey, I don't want to rock with this individual anymore. Right now, if you're a person who habitually just fucks up and constantly makes wrong decisions, okay, it's not really let that person go. It's more so get your shit right. But if you're one of those people who like, hey, I just made one mistake and I'm a completely solid guy, or I'm a completely solid woman, I just made one mistake, but that person is causing that one mistake to look at you that specific way, or to forget about the person and who you really are, then hey, let that person go. It's okay. Right? Let that person go if they're caught up in this one mistake without being caught up in the whole you, right? Because that one mistake doesn't define you, right? That one mistake of you being extra, or that one mistake of you being petty or messy, or that one mistake of you being aggressive, it doesn't define you. It was just a moment. That moment may be big, that moment may be small, but it doesn't define you. Now, if that person wants to look at you now as this fucked up individual and completely cut you off and let you go, it's okay. No matter what the friendship is, no matter how long the friendship is, no matter if the friendship is super, super deep, or no matter if the friendship is brand new, let the person cut you off, right? Let that individual cut you off. Because if you know that you're a solid person, if you know you're a solid guy, and you know that this individual mistake was one of none, it's on them. Right? I think, and the reason why I want to bring this topic up is because I've come across a lot of people, even sometimes myself, in which we beat ourselves up for the one thing that we do. Right? We beat ourselves up for the one reckless thing that we did, right? Because such and such may cut it off, or I'm not perfect anymore, or there's like a chink in my armor, or whatever the case is, right? I think one of the things that a patient told me this Sunday while I was running a group is that we have to work at being gentle to ourselves, right? We have to work at being gentle with ourselves. We have to work out being gentle with our feelings, being gentle with our aggression, being gentle with the amount of pressure that we put on ourselves. We have to work at being gentle to you, right? Because you're going to fuck up. You're going to fuck up. Things are not going to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes. Shit is going to go completely left. And when it does, what is the purpose of being hard on yourself? Why? Like, what the fuck is that going to accomplish? Right? Because the harder you are on yourself, the less you're going to be able to think things through. The less you're going to be calm. Your anxiety is going to be high. Your anger is going to last a little bit longer, right? There are going to be things that you need to do, but you're not going to be able to do it because you're so hard on yourself, right? And when you're hard on yourself, if someone is kind of punishing you, right? Someone is kind of punishing you for the one mistake, then you begin to believe, like, damn, am I really that person? Am I really that guy? It's like, nah, this is one of none, right? So be gentle to yourself and allow that person to go, right? Because sometimes that person may have exhausted their role in your life, right? Sometimes life, God, spirits, energy, whatever, they send us signs and they send us signals to let someone go. And sometimes we don't pay attention to those things. Sometimes we don't pay attention to those signs and those things and that energy that tells us to let this motherfucker go. So what happens is we perform out of character. And when we perform out of character, that person that you were supposed to let go leaves on their own. Don't chase that motherfucker. Let him go. Right? Because somehow, some way, life is going to get that person out, whether it be through your own fuck ups or their fuck ups. It's just important that when the person begins to go, you allow it to flow. Right? That person may come back, that person may not. Whatever the case is, that is cool. But at the end of the day, right, when it comes to letting people go and when it comes to things, I am a huge, huge advocate for just not fighting shit. Not fighting the argument, not fighting the problems in your life, not fighting those feelings, not fighting what you have to say, shit, not fighting even what you have to eat. Like, how you feel is how you feel. And go with that. Honor that. Roll with it. And allow yourself to go. So if something happens and a person begins to let go, then cool, let them go. Because understand, a failed relationship really isn't too bad, right? A failed relationship isn't too bad. We may believe at that moment that is the worst thing ever, because at that moment we're like, shit, this person is like, I love this individual. And like, that's what we may be at. But nah, a failed relationship isn't the end of the world. A failed relationship isn't going to cause you to you know, well, for some individuals it might cause you to kill yourself, but it's another conversation. But a failed relationship isn't going to end your life, right? A failed relationship isn't going to be the end of everything. A failed relationship may actually be the restart that you need. A failed relationship may actually be that one thing that you need to kind of boost your spirits or to start over, right? A failed relationship may be a sign that that individual actually needs to get out your life, but you're not listening to those signs. That chick is telling you that she's crazy. That guy is telling you that he's a bad dude for you, that he's toxic and all of these other things. The girl, toxic and everything else. But you're not listening to those signs. So you do some shit fucked up so that person can go, let that person go. You go ahead and take the weight. You go ahead and say, hey, this relationship failed because of the one thing that I did. That's okay. The thing that's important is that we are out of it. Right? The thing that's important is that we are out of the relationship, right? Because you have to accept your actions and accept their response, right? Accept your actions to the situation, whatever you've done, and just accept their response. Like they're okay to feel and respond how they want. We can't tell them they should respond this way because I did that, or you should respond that way because I did that, and it's not that big of a deal and it's not that deep. Yeah, from our perspective, because we know we're a solid individual, it's the one thing out of none, and we're like, yo, this is one mistake out of everything. Like, don't forget how much I've been there for you, blah, blah, blah. That's okay. It's cool. I accept the person's response because I've accepted what I've done. When you fully begin to accept what you have done, you begin to accept the other person's response. Whether that response is violence, whether that response is them cutting you off, whether that response is them not talking to you, whatever it is. Once you begin to accept your actions, it's easier for you to begin to accept their response. If you haven't accepted their response, then you haven't accepted what you've done. Start there, right? Because when a relationship fails, because you've done something or because you haven't, whatever the case is, it always starts with acceptance. Always starts with acceptance. And when you begin to start with acceptance, this is where the lessons begin. This is where you begin to learn how to improve, right? Because like I said, a failed relationship isn't too bad. A failed relationship gives you that ability to kind of start over. And you may need to start over. You may have to start over. You may want to start over. There may have been signals and signs telling you that start the fuck over. This is the thing that you need to do. And that's great. Look at this as a way to change your behavior. Look at this as a way to understand that you're not perfect. Look at this as a way to understand you are who you are, good or bad, right or wrong. I am Willis, and that's it. I am who I am. I will never be who I can't be. Right? That's it. Look at a failed relationship as a way to improve and to understand who you are. I am who I am, and I will never be who I can't be. Start right there. Right? Because when you do something wrong and you allow the person to walk away, you're giving that person the respect that they need, right? You're giving that person the space, and you're honoring their feelings by accepting what you've done. And when you begin to accept what you've done, you have the ability to move forward. All right. So to all those folks who are listening and tuning in, and the biggest thing I want everyone to accept from this is like, hey, it's okay if someone walks out your life. It's okay if a friend for years decides to kick rocks. It's okay if that boyfriend or girlfriend like decides to leave. It's okay. Like, it's not the end of the world. But it's not the end of the world. It's actually the start of you building yourself into something that you know you need to. The start of your improving, the start of your progression. Right? We're always progressing, but sometimes we forget who we are. And sometimes life needs to knock us in the head to help us remember, like, hey, I'm human. I'll make mistakes. I'll fuck up. But that one fuck up does not define who you are. That one action that someone may deem is terrible It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't. All right. So to all those folks who are listening and tuning in, good looking, good looking, good looking. As always, y'all remember, ain't no wealth without your mental health. So please stay blessed. Take care of yourself. Be great, y'all. Peace.